Well, I got something interesting for you. I have an extremely rare disease. Have you ever seen the fainting goats on YouTube? I have that disease. Never feel bad for me, man. I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
We got Michael on the ride. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Alright, great. Alright, we got a short ride here, but Michael's already been giving me some interesting stuff.
Well, I got something interesting for you. You saw me, I got my cane. All right, so when you picked me up, I was in one of those carts, right? And, you know, I look like a healthy guy.
Oh, yeah, because I picked him up at the supermarket. You went in those electronic carts.
Yeah. I can't walk anymore. I used to be able to walk.
Like
about 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I have an extremely rare disease. Extremely rare. The disease itself is like 1 in a million, and I have a variant of that. Have you ever seen the fainting goats on YouTube?
No.
Okay, look it up when you get home.
All right.
It's funny as hell, and I have a great attitude about it, so it don't matter. When they get these little goats, when they get scared, they stiffen up and they fall over.
Okay.
They're called fainting goats. I have that disease. It's called myotonia congenita.
Really?
And it's genetic, but it just showed up when I was 47 years old. I'm 52.
Really? So 47 years of your life, never had a problem?
Nothing.
with it?
Climbed a mountain. And then after that, I started getting balance problems. It took 5 years to diagnosis. 5 years I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was
Did it have
told...
anything to do with climbing the mountain, you know?
No.
Goat disease?
No.
Mountain goat?
I don't know.
Mountain
Good. Funny guy. Yeah, I got mountain goat disease. That's how this became out.
No, but on a serious note though, do you get like stiffen up and kind of fall over like that?
No. What happens is, so the goats they stiffen up by being afraid. Mine stiffened up just by use. So 3 years ago, I was able to walk 100 feet, and then it kept getting less and less and less. Now I'm down to like 2 or 3 feet, and then all of a sudden my legs just freeze. If I try to walk like a regular person, all of a sudden after like 3 steps, it just stops, and I'm like, I have to wait for it to relax.
Just like stuck in mannequin mode, no, like what?
It's the weirdest thing. It's like I'm paralyzed, but I'm not paralyzed. So I was at this physical therapist a few years ago, and they're like, your muscles aren't relaxing. So they go to the neurologist, and then you have brain lesions. They go, this is MS, not MS. 2 spinal taps, not MS. For 5 years, I had every test imaginable done to me, and they couldn't figure it out. They said, oh, you're nuts. Finally, I met this great doctor here, and he gave me a genetics test, and I'll never forget the day he walked in. He goes, you have a genetics disease. I go, how come I've never had it? He goes, we really don't understand all this stuff ourselves. But I saw it on the paper, and it was recessive. And if both my parents had the gene, I would have died at the age of 10.
Wow.
But only one of them had it.
It's real serious then.
Yeah.
So has it been progressing since you first got it?
Yes. There'll be a time in the next few years I won't be able to stand.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
You are, because you could have ended 37 years ago.
There's a gazillion things that could have happened to me in my life.
Yeah. Right.
There's people out there starving, getting beat, and all this crazy stuff. There's people really suffering in the world. You just picked me up from shopping, and I'm going to a house with air conditioner and a dog.
No, you're right.
Don't ever feel bad for me, man. I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
No, you're right. You had the convenience to get around and be able to do your own shopping and stuff like that.
Yep. I lived the good life. No regrets. No wife.
I love that positive attitude.
No kids that I know of.
Yeah.
I win. I won.
There you go. I love it. A glass half full kind of guy.
It's all in the head. Everybody decides what attitude they have. This isn't rocket science. You choose to have a good attitude, and you have to work at it instead of complaining about every little thing that happens in your life. These are choices.
So was it like something that gradually happened, or was it like an overnight thing?
No, gradually. It's been progressing for 5 years.
Were you like stiffening up and like just like
cold weather makes it stiff?
When was it when did it get to the point that like all of a sudden you couldn't move, like you felt paralyzed, you froze up? Like...
Oh no. I mean it's been progressing like anything I do repetitive will stop. So if I scratch my dog, it just stops. If I tap my hand a certain amount of time, anything I do repetitive, it just stops. So they sent me to the therapist came over my house, and they're like, after a couple of days, like, oh, we can't do this anymore. It's like, yeah, it just makes it worse. So the doctor said to me, he's like, you know, anybody I have with a neuromuscular disease like you, which is nothing like you, he's like, you're one of the rarest things I've ever seen. Because I have other things going on. Spine issues too, which adds on pain. But yeah, it just the repetition started getting less and less and less. So each day I have a certain amount of energy in my gas tank of muscles. So the doctor says, you know, if you need to do things that cost 12 gallons of gas and you only have 10 in your tank every day, you got to divide that up over a few days or you'll be wrecked, and I will be wrecked. So if I go out and if I get up and down a lot, or if I, you know, use my muscles, I kind of use up my tank. And that's the tank of life too. So I could live a really fuller life and try to get out and get up and down and try to do things more, but it's just going to shorten the whole tank.
Right, you gotta find that balance.
Yeah.
That's good though. I'm glad I was able to pick you up.
I'm glad I met you, and I'm glad that
definitely-
finally I have the story a lot with people, and I think it's my duty to tell people that I can either be poor me, I had everything going for me, and I had a nice car and great jobs, and I owned Outback Steakhouses, and you know, made a lot of money and stuff like this, and all of a sudden I can't work, I can't have sex, I can't walk, I can't do a lot of things I used to do, and I don't care.
Hey, but it sounds like you got to do more than what most other people do.
I've been to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh,
I've seen NBA Finals. I've seen World Series. I met Joe DiMaggio. I mean,
There you go.
the best life.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy it and live it up. And
I had no idea this was going to happen.
And
I lived like that. I didn't think about it, but I lived that way, not knowing this was going to happen. And now I'm like, thank God you lived recklessly and fun.
Well, we say recklessly, but I always say, you know, live life to the fullest. Like every day's your last. You never know what's gonna happen. So I'm glad you took advantage of it, and it's not over for you yet. You
Hell
know,
no.
You still got plenty more
I don't
to
care.
go.
I don't care when it ends. I'm
Hey,
just going to have fun
definitely,
doing
Mike.
it.
Appreciate it.
Nice meeting you, buddy.
What was the name of the disease?
Myotonia congenita.
Myotonia congenita.
Fainting goats. It's pretty funny.
All right, bless
All right,
luck.
buddy. Nice to meet you.
It's like propaganda. They're showing everybody that it's all nice and natural when they're full of shit. My wife started screaming at me, there's a snake, and there was a 6-8 foot rattlesnake swimming right at us. It was horrible.
How did that all end?
Well, the funny thing is that this is crazy.
You know,
But that's the problem. It's the unknown, because you haven't been there. If you went there, you wouldn't be scared, because it wouldn't be the unknown.